Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing great and amazing. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're continuing with the reading course, Diary of Wimpy Kid, Rodrick Rules. Okay, so session number 10. So Thursday, it's called Thursday, guys, not Thursday, Thursday. We've got a history paper due the day before Thanksgiving, and I'd better start getting serious about it. The teachers are getting a lot stricter about the quality. Okay, so a lot stricter means like conservative about the quality of work we turn in, we actually hand out. And the way I usually do things isn't working so good anymore. So last week we had a paper due in science, and Mrs. Brickman said we had to choose an animal to write about. So I picked the moose. Okay, so I know I should have gone to the library and done research, but I just decided to wing it, just like say anything out of my mind. So The Amazing Moose by Greg Heavily died. The moose eats many, many things, but the list would be way too long to put in this paper. So I will save us all some time by just listing the things that the moose does not eat. Bubble gum, metal, pizza. Your pizza, sir? No, really, I couldn't. Oh, that's crazy. Even though there are moose habitats set up all over the place, the moose is almost extinct. Okay, extinct يعني منقرض. But we smell a heck of a lot better than antelopes. I said extinct. Everybody know the moose evolved from birds, just like people did, but somewhere along the line, people got arms and the moose got stuck with those useless horns. The end. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy paper about animals, guys. I actually thought I did a pretty good job, but I guess Mrs. Brickman must be an expert on mooses or something, because she made me go to the library and start the paper over from scratch. To start something over from scratch, start something from scratch or start something over is to actually start from the beginning. Go back to the drawing board. This is an idiom or expression. My next paper isn't gonna be any easier. I have to write a poem about the 1900s for Mr. Huff's class, and I don't know the first thing about history or poetry, so I guess I'd better start hitting the books. It's better start hitting the books. You're gonna find this, guys, and speaking like an American, also like the idioms. Start hitting the books like start studying. When you start hitting the books means start studying. Okay, guys, so we have given the notes. Moose, a large deer with palmate antlers, a sloping back, and a growth of skin hanging from the neck in North America. الأمريكية. Start in the books as an idiom to start studying. Okay, so we're gonna find it and Speak Like an American book for idioms. Okay, so Monday, I was up to Rowley's playing board games yesterday, and the craziest thing happened. When Rowley was in the bathroom, I noticed that there was some play money sticking out of the box of one of the other games. I couldn't believe my eyes because the play money inside that game was the exact same kind of money mom uses for mom butts. So when I counted it up, there was something like $100,000 in cash in that box. So it only took me about 2 seconds to figure out what to do next. What should we play now? Gotta go. When I got home, I ran upstairs and stuffed the money under the mattress. Okay, stuff like put the money under the mattress. Mattress means المرتبة in Arabic. I tossed and turned it all night trying to figure out what to do with my new mom box. I realized the mom probably have some way of knowing the difference between phony mom box and the real thing. So this morning I decided to try a little experiment. I asked mom if I could cash in some mom bucks so I could buy stamps to write my pen pal. Okay, so it's friend of like from France. Stamps, للطوابع. I was really nervous when I handed mom the money, but she took it without even blinking. Right, so you blink with your eyes. I can't believe my luck. I figure I can make this $100,000 last all the way through. So last year means continue. Okay, means continue all the way through high school and maybe even farther. I might not even have to get a real job later on. The trick or the prank will be not cash in too much at one time or mom will know something is up. I have to remember to earn a few mom bucks for real here and there so she doesn't get too suspicious. Remember suspicious, guys? Like do doubtful about it. So I will say one thing for sure though, and it's that I won't be using the money mom gave me to buy stamps. I got a picture from my pen pal, Amado, in the mail yesterday, and that pretty much killed any chance of me writing him back. Tuesday. My big history paper is due tomorrow, but they have been saying all week that it's gonna snow about a foot tonight. So I haven't really been sweating it all that much. So I've been like sweating it, like, and like I don't worry. Okay. I'm not worrying about anything, or I'm not doing anything serious. And around 10, I peeked out the window, like looked out the window to see how many inches of snow were on the ground so far, but I couldn't believe my eyes when I pulled back the curtain. Okay, so like stop T here. Curtain or curtain, sitara. Man, I was counting on the school being canceled tomorrow. I turned it on the news to see what happened, but the weather guy was telling a totally different story than he was 3 hours ago. We really dodged the bullet this time. We really dodged the bullet. What does it mean by dodge the bullet? This is an idiom, guys. When you dodge the bullet, okay, is to avoid disaster or injury or undesirable situation. Okay, that what does it mean by dodging the bullet? Okay, so really dodge the bullet. So we avoid an accident, we avoid an injury. You can say that again, Barbara. You can say that again if you agree with someone. You can say that again. I agree with you. So that meant I had to get cracking on my history paper. The problem was it was too late to go to the library, and we don't have any books in our house that are about the 1900s. So I knew I had to think of something quick. Then I had a great idea. Dad had bailed Rodrick out a million times on his school papers, so I figured he could help me too. I told Dad about my situation, thinking he'd jump right in and help, but I guess Dad has learned his lesson in that department. Good luck with that. Rodrick must have overheard me talking to Dad because he told me I should follow him downstairs. You know how Rodrick had Mr. Huff, my history teacher in middle school? Well, it turns out Mr. Huff gave Rodrick's class the exact same assignment when he was in my grade. Rodrick dug around in his junk drawer and found his old paper, and then he told me he'd sell it for me for $5. Told him there was no way I'd do that. I'll confess, we talked it before, guys. It was pretty tempting. It was pretty intriguing. Tempting means intriguing. Tempting, intriguing, okay? So like I was a little excited about it. I was like seduced to do it because number one, since all of the Rodrick's assignments have gone through Dad, I knew Rodrick got a good grade on his paper. And number two, it was in one of those clear plastic binders, folders. Binders means folders that teachers go crazy for. They love it. So plus I had a huge stash of mom books under my mattress upstairs, and I knew I could pay Rodrick with that. But I couldn't do it. I mean, I've copied off of people's papers on quizzes and stuff before, but buying a paper off of someone would be taking it to a whole another level. So I decided I was gonna just have to suck it up and do the paper myself. Suck it up, just endure it. Okay. I started doing some research on the computer, but at about midnight, the worst possible thing happened. The power went out. The electricity or the power went out, يعني النور قطع. Okay, the power went out. Blink. So that's when I knew I was in some serious trouble. I knew I'd flunk, I'd fail history if I didn't turn in a paper. So even though I didn't want to, I decided to take Rodrick up on his offer. I scraped together $500 in mom bucks and went down to the basement. But Rodrick didn't let me off that easy. Okay? So start bragging, start annoying me. My fee has gone up, Okay, the price has increased. Rodrick told me his new price was $20,000 in Mombats. I told him I didn't have it, so he just rolled over and went back to sleep. At that point, I was really desperate. Desperate means hopeless. Desperate, hopeless. We're in despair. So I went upstairs and grabbed, brought a big handful of $1,000 bill. So I went upstairs and brought a big handful of $1,000 or $1,000 bills. Okay, like the money, paper money, $1,000 bills, يعني ورق $1,000. Brought them down to Rodrick's room. I gave him the money and he turned it over the paper. I felt really bad about what I did, but I just tried not to think about it and went to sleep. Wednesday. On the bus ride to school, I took Rodrick's paper out of my bag, but I took one look at it and knew something was seriously wrong. First of all, the poem wasn't typed out. It was in Rodrick's own handwriting. That's when it hit me. Dad only started doing Rodrick's papers for him once he got to high school. So that meant this paper was Rodrick's own work. I started reading Rodrick's paper to see if I could still use it, but clearly, Rodrick was even worse about doing his research than me. 100 Years Ago by Rodrick Heffley. Sometimes I sit and wonder about the stuff I don't know, like what the heck Earth was like 100 years ago. Did cavemen ride on dinosaurs? Did flowers even grow? Well, we could guess, but that was back 100 years ago and so on. He flunked, he failed. I guess I learned my lesson about buying a paper off someone, or at least off of Rodrick. When that third period rolled around, I didn't have anything to turn into Mr. Huff. I guess that means I'll be taking summer school for history. And my day got a whole lot worse after that. When I got home from school, Mom was waiting for me at the front door. At that stack of bills I paid Rodrick with. Well, he tried to cash them all in at once to get money for a used motorcycle. I'm sure Mom knew something was fishy. Something was suspicious or wrong, fishy, okay? Something fishy, like doubtful or suspicious, or shaky, something shaky, like something fishy. Rodrick told Mom where he got the money, and she dug around my room until she found my stash under the mattress. Mom knew she never put $100,000 into circulation. So she confiscated. When you confiscate, to seize or deprive of property, okay? So she confiscated, she prevented all my cash, even the ones I earned for real. I guess that's the end of Mom Buck's program. To be honest with you, I'm kind of relieved. Sleeping on that pile of cash every night was really stressing me out. Mom was mad, was angry that I tried to put one over on her like that. So she gave me a punishment, but I got that out of that way before dinner. Mom says we have to clean the whole garage. Oh, wow. Shoot. So instead of chat, you can say shoot, guys. Okay. So I guess, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you had fun with the new vocabulary and expressions. Start using them, guys. Start practicing, start speaking. Don't ever give up on the language. You have to practice every single day. Practice makes progress. Don't forget that. So, okay, guys, till next time, inshallah. See you soon.